What's up, everyone? Chris from Benzinga here. This is the roadmap, Benzinga's NFT show. We've got a good one for you today. We're going to be talking about all the latest news and headlines out there in the NFT space, including a couple headlines about some celebrities, some names you've heard of. We're also going to be taking a look at the top sales over the last 24 hours, and a trending item that we've been talking about for the past couple of weeks is that Solana projects keep moving up that leaderboard. We actually have a number one Solana project on the last 24 hours by sales volume. We'll be taking a look at that and also some other Solana projects. So don't go anywhere. This is the roadmap. All right, everyone. Yeah, as I said, this is the roadmap, Benzinga's NFT show. Before we get started with today's episode, I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, FTX. FTX is one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges in the world in terms of trading volume and daily users. The FTX app is used by over 6 million people to buy crypto and NFTs with no transaction or withdrawal fees. And you can use your phone or computer. The FTX US trading platform offers NFT trading on both the Ethereum and Solana blockchains with no gas fees. To find out more, click on the link in the description and also in the chat. Let FTX know that Benzinga sent you their way. And again, a big shout out to FTX for sponsoring today's episode. There's those comments on screen. So if you're here watching us live, drop a comment in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from today, so we know you're here. We know the show is live and going. And make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to Benzinga's YouTube channel, where you will get all the latest coverage of stocks, crypto, and NFTs. We've got shows across the board for everyone's different interest. And I think without further ado, it's time to bring on my co-host for today, producer Alyssa, joining us once again. Alyssa, what's up?
Hi. How are you, Chris?
I'm doing great. I'm excited for this episode because, Solana is going to be one of the trending topics later on, because we've been talking about all these Solana projects really starting to gain steam. And I mean, we're only in the month of May, but I heard that it's Solana summer. So I think we're getting closer and closer. So if you're not watching Solana projects yet, we got a couple to keep an eye on later today. Also want to remind everyone that myself and Mitch attended VCon over the weekend. We did an episode yesterday where we talked about VCon, shared some highlights, some pictures, and we also have some exclusive interviews coming out on Benzinga's YouTube channel pretty soon, including an exclusive interview with the man himself, Gary V. So again, if you have not subscribed to Benzinga's YouTube channel, make sure to do so and check it out. Alyssa, what did you think of yesterday's episode? Was it cool to hear about all the VCon stuff, or was it the ultimate FOMO of not being there, a combo of both?
It was a combo of both. I loved hearing what you guys were going through, and like as you guys were sending me the pictures, while you were there, and then now like yesterday showing me them all, it makes you just want to like, oh man, I should have just went. It looks so fun.
Yeah, I mean, it was an amazing time. It was fun to be there. It also flew by. It went by fast, right? I mean, this was 3.5 days of content and interviews. And also, I mean, there was so much. Like, we didn't even get to do everything that we wanted to. We didn't get to meet everyone we wanted to. Didn't get to see every panel we wanted to. So, I mean, here's hoping that, next year will be even better. But definitely an exciting time in the NFT space. I also saw, speaking of the NFT space, that gas fees are hitting like record lows since like last July. I mean, I haven't been doing much shopping because I have been so busy with everything. But Alyssa, what do you think? Low gas fees.
Yeah, I actually was trying to convert my Fangang Pixel thing over to like the upgraded model because they upgraded them. And when I saw the gas fee, I was like, "Oh, that's so nice." It was like
Yes.
$2.
Yeah, I saw like 250 or something is what
like
I saw, and I was like, "You got to be kidding me!"
yeah, like the amount of money I wasted on gas, and now here we are. Like, what the heck, bro?
Yeah,
It's nice to see.
I think that means that I'm gonna end up taking a look at some Ethereum name services too, because I mean those already have lower gas,
You have
and
a point.
if we're there now, I mean it might be the time to scoop up some more addresses. I'm not gonna share the ones I'm looking at, of course, because someone will scoop them up. But I mean, I don't know, maybe there's some good ones out there. I actually saw, I don't know if you saw this, Alyssa, but our boy Franklin, the owner of, I believe, 53 apes now, has been doing some domain name buying. And I'm pretty sure he scooped up Joe Biden.eth and bought that for a decent amount yesterday. So name Ethereum name services are definitely at a premium. But yeah, you can see there he's been scooping up some decent ENS. What do you
Yeah,
think of that?
that's. I did not know that. That's
Joe
hilarious.
Biden.eth in his name. See? Like Joe Biden can't claim that. Joe Biden can't make that his name on Twitter. He doesn't own it.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, take advantage. I'm probably gonna take advantage of this as well. I didn't even think about that until you just
Yeah.
mentioned it. It's a good idea. I'm gonna do
Yeah.
it.
Definitely. I mean, I feel like at this point I'm gonna go through like every celebrity and
hmm
just start typing names in. I mean, chances are gonna strike out, but like even if you hit like one, I mean, let's do it. Like the president of Web3. And we had him on. We had him on before he was president of Web3. So just think
Let's
of that.
go.
Like remember us when you're famous, Franklin. Just keep that in mind. So yeah, I mean it's definitely exciting, and I mean look at all those apes too. We're gonna have to have Franklin back on because he's got like 20 more than the last time. But
Yeah.
so speaking of exciting times, Alyssa, you know we talked yesterday about musicians getting into the NFT space, right? And it was mainly to sell albums and tracks.
Uh-oh. I think he froze. Hey, you
Did you
froze?
you lost me?
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
Welcome back.
welcome back. Here I am. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Awesome. So we talked about musicians, and it was mainly for tracks and albums. But we also have now a very famous musician joining the NFT space to sell some artwork and also to create his own metaverse. Right? There's that M word we also talk about with NFTs and crypto. But from the Beatles, I don't know if anyone's ever heard of a band called the Beatles. Drummer Ringo Starr is launching Ringo Starr NFT collection, The Creative Mind of a Beatle. This is a total of 20 NFTs being auctioned off, starting price of $1,000. And it is 5 different digital art prints with 4 copies of each one. Each NFT in the auction also comes with a signed print and also provides access to an exclusive virtual tour of Ringo Land, a new digital gallery experience. And the NFTs also come with a custom made drum composition recorded and played by Ringo himself. So, again, you buy the NFT, you get a physical print signed by Ringo Starr. You get access to his exclusive metaverse where he's going to come and hang out with you, at least the first time you're there. And you get a track of Ringo playing drums for your NFT. So, I mean, that's a decent amount of stuff. I have a feeling these obviously aren't just going to go for $1,000. That's the starting price. But I've been a huge Beatles fan all my life. And I think this is pretty cool to see a name like this get in.
hmm
But what do you think? Alyssa, of Ringo Land and Ringo Star NFTs?
If yeah, no, I would love to have one of those, like, on my wall, or just a physical thing in my possession, because that is like that's solid there.
Yeah,
I can imagine the people who like are obsessed with the Beatles, which who is it?
right.
To go after this, and the demand and the price is probably going to go way above 1,000. My thoughts, like,
Yeah.
this is cool.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm curious to hear then, like Ringo Land, right? So that's like a
Yeah,
metaverse that he created, and it's for the people that get these initially. But like, my question is, like, long term, is there going to be like Ringo Land where, me who didn't win the auction can go? Like, can I just go hang out there, and hope that,
yeah.
Ringo's walking around? Or is it going to be, there's another sale down the road, to get access to Ringo Land, right? Because
That's a good thought. Like, what is going to be in Ringo Land
Because
also?
otherwise, there's only 20 people theoretically that are going to be in
Yeah.
Ringo Land, right? Just the winners of this auction. That seems kind of small, to have a whole metaverse area for 21 people, I guess, if you count Ringo. So I think we're going to get more details, of that in the future. And this is the first time that a Beatle, of course, there's only two remaining living members. So Paul McCartney has not ventured into NFTs. Ringo is the first one. But Julian Lennon, John Lennon's son, actually sold some Beatles memorabilia as NFTs. So the handwritten lyrics to "Hey Jude" by Paul McCartney, um, Julian Lennon owns them, and he digitized it as an NFT and sold it for like $76,000. So again, like, we're seeing musicians get in the space for, tracks and albums, maybe tickets down the road. But what about like memorabilia, like where maybe you attach the physical and the digital, and start auctioning off some of that stuff from the years? Is that like the ultimate collector's piece now, Alyssa? If you can own the physical element to display, on your wall, and also have the NFT on the blockchain?
Yes. I think, like, from the beginning when this all started, I was like thinking if people started doing the physical with the digital, I think it would sell better, because I like to collect things and like hang things on my wall. Like, look at that. So I think it'd be cool to have like your NFT, but also like the physical thing too.
Yeah.
It make me want to buy more.
Definitely. And Zen Bullish in the chat saying Ringo the coolest Beatle. I mean, you will probably be in the minority for saying that. No offense to Ringo, but I definitely think he doesn't get the love of the others. I would probably be a bit in the minority too, because as much as I love the songwriting of Lennon and McCartney, I was always a George Harrison fan. I loved George Harrison's guitar work. I loved his songwriting. And I'm a fan of him. I mean, I also have a kid named Harrison, so take that for what it's worth. But yeah, who's your favorite Beatle, Alyssa?
I like Lennon.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard
It's
to pick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a Beatles fan, and I just think it's exciting to see. And this kind of, it's that generational thing too, right, Alyssa? Like, we're younger. We're seeing a lot of young people get into NFTs, but that older generation has a tougher time wrapping their heads around it, right? So, I mean, you could call this, by Ringo Starr, maybe it's promotional, right? He has like a new tour coming out. I think he dropped a new album. So maybe he's doing this, to help bring awareness to that. Maybe he's doing it because it's raising money for a charity. The proceeds from this are going to a charity. But ultimately, maybe he's doing it because he sees some value in NFTs and also sharing with, fans of the Beatles worldwide. So I like to think that we're going to see more of the older generation get into this space. Do you think
Yeah.
that's fair, or you think they're just kind of staying away from it?
It really depends. I don't really see my grandparents ever doing anything like this, but
Yeah.
there's a few out there who I know would probably really want like a signed painting from Ringo, you know? Like, there's plenty of collectors out there, and if it comes with the NFT thing, then they might get obsessed with that, and then it's like a snowball effect.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, as far as like older, like I know we've got Lionel Richie has been collecting NFTs, Madonna, you know, and some of the, I mean, even like Snoop Dogg's not young. He's also not old, but yeah, too complicated for boomers. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. But that's where like I think the education goes. And like again, I sat in on a really cool panel at VCon, right, of Snoop Dogg with his son Champ, and then Nick Adler, who's a music agent in the space, and hearing Snoop Dogg say that he had heard of NFTs from a lot of people in the industry, right, and he just didn't understand or get what it was about, but his son learned them, did the research, got the education, and then he saw the value, so he took it to his dad and said, no, Dad, like, you want to be in this space, like there's future value here. So us as the younger generation, I think that's part of it, is instead of laughing at the boomers or writing them off, maybe we just need to try to explain it to them, and ultimately if they don't like it, they don't like it, but that's their decision. But if they don't know or can't wrap their heads around it, they're certainly not going to get into the space. So some education could go a long ways, I think, right?
True, yes, exactly right.
Now I'm seeing a comment from Lord Byron. Can you get a digital picture frame that displays an NFT? The answer is yes. There's several out there. Infinite Objects is one that I know they display. Like you can get your NBA Top Shots into the frame. You can get your NFTs into the frame. At VCon Rally, right, who we talk about all the time, fractional investing. They had a digital frame that showed the NFTs that they own that you can buy shares in, right? So you can definitely get frames. Right now, they're a little bit more expensive. Yeah, like 300 to 500 range. We're actually, I mean, that's something I'd love to get and put right behind me during the show, right? And show off some NFTs or whatever project we're interviewing. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, and a great comment from Dan here too. Ringo Starr wrote back to every fan until the 90s. Yeah, I mean, what a cool touch. And again, that's what I kind of think this is about, is Ringo raising money for a charity and also, supporting the community and sharing his works with them. So if you're interested, I have that article out on benzinga.com, Ringo Starr NFTs, and it'll give you all the information, but really cool story. And then on the flip side, Alyssa, a not so fun story. We talked about this yesterday on the show. Seth Green, a actor, a director, producer, writer, is working on his own show that stars several NFTs that he owns. Well, before he played this trailer exclusively at VCon, his account was actually hacked, right? He clicked on some links and a phishing attempt happened, and they stole a Bored Ape, a Mutant Ape, a Doodle, and something else from him, and they are now gone. So he had a Bored Ape, and it got stolen and then sold. So someone else, there's his ape right there, number 8398. Someone stole that ape. Well, here's where the story gets real interesting and kind of a debate. This ape is the star of that show that Seth Green has been working on for the past 6 months. His name is Fred, and he was in the trailer. Seth Green voices him. And now, based on the fact that Seth Green no longer owns the ape, it sounds like he can't make that show or release it anymore, because he doesn't have the IP anymore. So, Alyssa, what do you think of that? Like, does this just suck for Seth Green, or do you think there'd be a way to work around and still use this ape?
It's a really good question, because he doesn't own it anymore.
No.
But like, I don't know, if he doesn't own it, then he doesn't own it. But I really don't know. I hope things can like work out for him though. Like,
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. And I mean, Seth Green, like again, like he just seemed like a cool dude talking, right? And he
Mhm.
played this trailer. The show's called White Horse Tavern. It had a gutter cat gang in it. It had a bored ape in it. It had some other NFTs in it, but it also had real live actors. So it was kind of like that Roger Rabbit style, which we talked about on yesterday's show. And this is what Seth Green had to say. He said, I think everyone's heard I had some assets stolen from my wallet. He said he had positive reactions when he went public. So he said about 70% of the comments were positive, and then the other 30% were people trying to troll him and say, oh, I stole your ape, or I have your ape, or good, you have millions of dollars. I'm glad it got stolen. But he said, I have top men on the job. If there's a door I can kick in, I promise you I'm going to kick it in for us. So referencing these scammers in the NFT market. But that's the biggest thing is like the scammers who got it from him, they don't own it anymore. They sold it. So now it's some random person who bought it for 106.5 ETH. And Seth Green has been going public, been trying to reach out to this person who owns Fred the ape. And that person like just won't sell it, won't make a deal. Like at this point, if you're this person, wouldn't you just like sell it to Seth Green or maybe try to get like a cut of the royalties? Like, I mean, it's not really like Alyssa, put yourself in their shoes, right? Like you say you were just watching the floor, you saw an ape and you bought it and you had no idea it was Seth Green's, right?
Yeah.
But so you didn't steal it, right? You're not the hacker. You bought it off the floor. Like, what would you do if a celebrity reached out and said, hey, man, I got this stolen from me. I want to buy it from you. I want to make a deal. Like, let's make something happen. Like, what kind of demands would you have, or would you just sell it like straight up?
You know, I would sell it. I don't know, because like the good part in me, like I would give it back to him, maybe. Well, if I bought it though, no, it was stolen. So either way, I would either sell it back to him. I wouldn't try to like negotiate. I don't like a cut from his show. I think I would just sell it back. But if someone else could definitely like negotiate a
Yeah.
percentage for his show, or like charge way up for the ape.
Oh, we're getting some answers in the chat here, guys. Type those answers. What would you do if you were this person who bought the ape? We got Born to Be Free saying would sell it back for $11 million. We got Christian saying no regulation equals no rules. I'd sell it back for 10x. So Alyssa, this reminds me a lot of like people at sporting events, right? So like when someone hits a home run ball, and let's say it's their first home run or their 500th home run, or when Tom Brady threw that touchdown pass and then someone, chucked it into the crowd, the person got it, Tom Brady wanted the ball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could go sell it for a lot of money publicly, right? To like an auction house or a collector. But the athlete wants it. Like, you don't have an obligation to give it to them or sell it to them, but like, if you're a fan, if you love the space, if you love the sport, so in this case, if you love NFTs, like, shouldn't you be trying to help the growth of the industry? So, like, to me, I feel like I'm not too greedy. Like, I feel like part of me would like want to sell it to him, but maybe like, hey, can I get like I don't know, a signed picture, or like, I don't know,
Can I be in the movie? Can my
there you
NFT be in the
go. Yeah,
movie?
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
something, right? Because again, like you didn't
it's true.
steal it, but like you also like bought something that someone else stole. So like I don't know. It's yeah. Yeah, more answers coming in here. Unwritten rules, and Bullish says. Yeah, Born to Be Free, he would have to sell me on what he plans to do with it if his vision is greater than mine. So like that's the thing. Like he already has this vision. He already made it. There's a show made. I saw the trailer. Like this show is ready to come out, and now it can't come out because he doesn't own this ape. The other the other options, Alyssa, like does he buy a different ape and like redo some of the scenes, or is that like way too much work at this point?
Oh, that's a good question. He could do that, but like he's already like growing an attachment to Fred.
Yeah.
Fred the ape.
Yeah.
Not like some random floor ape, you know? I don't know. And also, when you look at this ape, I can imagine his voice on the ape. Like, it
Yeah.
just fits.
I can't not see it because, like,
Yeah.
again, I saw it actually talk, and
Well,
like,
I'm imagining it. I can
yeah,
see it. Like, that is
yeah,
Seth Green.
yeah, and like, also, Alyssa, we were talking about this before. If you scroll down to the transaction, so he actually got this ape 6 months ago from Steve Aoki. So Steve Aoki bought this ape and then transferred it to Seth Green. So they worked out some kind of deal, right? They're buds. But then, yeah, I mean, and maybe this goes back to education again, right? And I mean, Seth Green said that, like, it, and he could have stayed quiet, right? You know, nobody wants to be embarrassed. He didn't have to come public and say, "Hey, I got my ape stolen because I was dumb and clicked on a link," right? But he did. He said it,
Yeah.
and it is his fault, right? He maybe he should have had it stored, you know, in a better cold wallet somewhere where he couldn't just lose it that easy. But also, this goes to show that there are a ton of scammers out there, and, you know, always trying to get you to click on stuff. And it's not just the basic everyday people, it's celebrities too. So yeah, Zembolas, Brady's receiver threw the ball into the stands. Yeah, I mean, that's where Brady tells that receiver, I mean, you're gonna pay for it. You're gonna figure this out, right? Because Brady didn't do it. Also, remember, that's no longer his last touchdown pass, well, assuming he throws a touchdown this season. So that's a whole nother story. But yeah, and then we got more talk about GME apes. Yeah. You know, it's just it's a good conversation, and that's one of those things where, like, as these shows get made from the actual apes and the NFTs, like, it could be more security issues, right? And like, what happens to the IP? What happens if the the ape gets sold, you know, after the show already airs or the show is made? Like,
Right.
who gets the money? So, you know, but again, whoever owns this ape from Seth Green, if you are out there listening, I'm telling you, Seth Green wants his ape back, and he's willing to pay up. He's gonna pay you a premium. Probably not those numbers that were being thrown out in the chat, but I bet you can get more than you paid for it. So do the right thing. I guess that's all I have to say. All right, so next on the list here we have oh, this is a fun one because it kind of connects to the stock market, right? So we have hotel companies, right? So yeah, this one I'm a little reserved on. So we have hotels that are talking about creating a StubHub version of lodging reservations. So how it would work is I book a trip to VCon. I I pay for a hotel stay, right, in Minnesota. I get an NFT for my hotel room for that night. If I can't go to VCon anymore, instead of being able to go to the hotel to get a refund, I have to sell my NFT to someone else who can then go and use my hotel room. So there's some ability for me to possibly make more money, but there's also the potential that if I don't sell it, I get nothing, and the hotel wins because they don't have to worry about those canceled rooms. So, Alyssa, I don't love this because I feel like it's a win for the hotels. What do you think of this initial, and again, it hasn't happened yet, but this initial talk of hotel NFTs?
I'm just imagining, like, they're all around the table discussing, like, this NFT thing, right? What can we do to get,
How
like,
can
some
we
money?
use this?
Yeah, how can we use this? I have an idea. And then this. I don't like it. I don't like it. And I don't really see a demand for hotel NFTs. I
Yeah.
don't.
The other thing is, like, with that being said, is like, so again, let's say VCon gets announced. It's in Minnesota. You know someone's going to have the idea to buy up all these rooms, right, as NFTs,
True.
because then they can resell them and make a bunch of money. So it's almost like the tickets to concerts or to sporting events, right, where like bots and brokers can just buy a bunch and then resell them. So like, ultimately, who wins? The hotels and the people with a bunch of money to buy up supply. Who loses? Everyone else.
Yeah, it reminds me of the PS5 thing. Everyone's
Yeah.
snatching them and selling them higher, and it's like, why?
Supply and demand,
Yeah.
market economy, and sometimes that's the unfortunate parts. And so, I mean, as much as I want to see the I'll sleep in my car. As much as I want to see the NFT market grow and I want these companies to get involved, these public companies, these big corporations, there is a right way to approach it. And I don't love this, and I hope that's not where we're headed. Again, I've talked for a long time, for months, almost a year, of tickets being NFTs, right? But not so much for the resale. Like if I go to a concert, I want to have a digital collectible to prove I was there, or that's a collectible to sell someday, right? I mean, I still have paper tickets, right? Believe it or not, they used to make tickets, right, for concerts and sporting events. I still have a bunch saved, right? My first show, my first Lions game, all that stuff.
I keep
Because
movie tickets.
yeah, right, it has value to me, and also maybe someday some of them will be worth money, right? Like, I mean, it's cool, and I think we should do that with concerts, right? Is have the NFT, and that doesn't mean that like sell me an NFT ticket to where I have to resell it to someone if I can't go. Like, I don't think that's what it was meant for. I think it was meant for the collecting side or the utility, and I just think we're headed in the wrong direction in some of these areas.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. What Lord Byron said though, it's not a bad idea. No, like
Yeah,
it's really smart on their part actually, and especially if they're doing the NFTs in areas where there's going to be big conventions,
yeah.
they can make money. Yeah, so
Yeah, and I mean that's the thing is like, and again, like say you're a stockholder in a hotel company and you hear this, yeah, you love it, right? Because
yeah,
the hotels then are going to make money. I mean, but also like let's look back at the pandemic. So like when places were canceling trips and stuff, what happens then? Right, when there's an event like that and you can't sell the NFT, who's liable? Is it you for owning the NFT, or the hotel company, like, who won't even let you stay in their hotel? Like, where's the line? So I mean, there's all kinds of ways. And yeah, I mean, the return policies, yeah, Born to be Free saying they're already sketchy. They are, right? But yeah, I mean, it's definitely a great conversation. The fact that the chat is jumping on this, like, it's one of those areas where, again, we're gonna see everyone get into the blockchain space, everyone get into the NFT space, and some of them will win long term, some of them will win short term, and some of them will lose right away, right? Because they're not all going to catch on, they're not all going to be, approved or used by the public. So
my question is, will my hotel ticket be? Will they make like a digital version of the hotel? Like, can I go stay in it in the metaverse as well?
in the metaverse,
Like,
yeah,
can I do that too at least?
maybe. Here's a fun one, Alyssa. So I wrote a little while ago about some restaurants getting into the metaverse, right? So McDonald's, Panera, and then this week Subway announced. So Subway and Panera have both filed trademarks, and this is what they want to do. So picture this. So you go into the metaverse, you find a Panera or a Subway location, you get in line at the counter, you place your order, and then what's that? Your doorbell rings because someone's delivering the physical food to you because they partnered with the delivery company.
Yeah.
Like, that to me, I'm like, okay, like I can almost see that. But just going to like a virtual McDonald's and pretend ordering food, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. So like,
it's a life simulation. That's
you know what I mean? Like, it's the ultimate like Sims at that point, and like,
Hey, people
but
love The Sims though. It would work probably.
yeah,
But my question is like, wouldn't it take more time to go walk to Subway or McDonald's and order versus like just going on your app like Grubhub or whatever?
that is probably correct, Alyssa.
Unless you're already like in the metaverse and you're walking
Yeah.
and you see the not hotel McDonald's and you're like, I'm hungry.
I mean, if you're walking around a lot in the metaverse, you're probably getting tired and hungry, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, again, not all these ideas are going to catch on long term, but we are seeing, as a couple people said in the chat, it's not a bad idea to have these companies brainstorm and come up with some new ideas, because who knows?
It's actually big
Maybe,
brain.
yeah,
It's actually, yeah.
it is big brain. So yeah, just deliver an NFT of the food instead. Christopher said, yeah. I mean, again, it's very interesting. Yeah, and Lord Byron said so. Kevin O'Leary, friend of Benzinga's, is always talking about NFTs for certifying valuable physical objects like Rolex watches. So that was another important conversation that was at VCon, right? Like the artifact guys were there, right? The digital sneakers, the physical sneakers, certifying like collectibles like that, right? The Jordans, right? The valuable sneakers, having them tied to the blockchain so you know that they are real. Same with Rolexes. Yeah, like a COA, a certificate of authenticity. So again, there's so many use cases for the blockchain and NFTs. It's not just PFPs, right? And we talk about that all the time. That there's so much utility, there's so much benefits of using it. The biggest thing is adoption. We're just not there for all these different industries. But I think we're going to get there, and all these companies jumping in. I think it's an exciting time. And yeah, I mean, I can come up with some ideas. I'm one person. You get some of these companies that have whole divisions of brainstormers to come up with ideas. Like, I'm just blown away at what maybe we get down the road. So exciting times. Yeah, advertising in the metaverse. We've actually talked about that. I mean, remember Benzinga, we're a media company. I mean, you've got digital billboards inside. You've got all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's exciting times. So, all right. Well, next up, we are going to take a look at the top 10 NFTs, maybe the top 20 over the last 24 hours on Crypto Slam, which we use here on the show. And Alyssa, I'm seeing the number one project by sales volume in the last 24 hours is Trippin' Ape Tribe, a Solana project. I remember OK Bears hitting number one last month, or it might have even been this month. But Solana has not hit number one very often. So what does this mean that we're seeing a Solana project that just minted hit number one, and by a decent amount there too?
Well, I'm starting to get like FOMO for Solana projects because I don't know, it's just interesting to me, okay? Like, we haven't seen the Solana projects up in top 10 in so long, and now boom, they're here.
Yeah, and I'll tell you where the ultimate FOMO is that OK Bears,
Yeah.
which maybe we'll talk about here later. But Alyssa, that was 53 or 54 Solana when we were talking about it first on our show. Do you know what the floor price is for OK Bears now?
No.
200 Sol.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, the price of Sol has come down, but still, I mean, you're talking a nice return, and this was like a month ago, maybe not even that long. But OK Bears, I mean, again, I see a ton of people still have that as their profile picture on Twitter. It's gotten a lot of traction. It's getting a lot of people into Solana from Ethereum. A lot of Bored Ape holders are also buying OK Bears. So that's like one of the big signs for me too, is like, a lot of people said OK Bears was just kind of like a ripoff of Bored Ape Yacht Club, right? Like similar traits and stuff. But you're not seeing the Bored Ape community write it off. They're loving it. They're getting into it. They're looking for a pink fur bear there if they own a pink fur ape, right? They're trying to find their characteristics. So,
oh man, I can imagine like the story I could create with an ape and a bear.
Yeah.
Like Solana and Ethereum.
I mean, you can make a show.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
Exactly.
That's awesome. We got Honey in the chat saying, can NFTs have sounds? Yes.
Yes.
There are many NFTs that are animated, or one of the the top selling ones of all time, NBA Top Shot. It's basketball moments from games, right? Where it's video, which also has the sound from the game. You can release tracks as NFTs. So like Snoop Dogg put out some songs where you can listen to them then as your NFT. So not all of them have it, but definitely yeah, and Lord Byron saying hockey game clip. Yeah, 600% return. Hey, nice flip there. Again, that's why like sports NFTs to me are always going to have value. Is there's collectors out there that want them. Sports has a built-in market of fans already.
True. This isn't music, but I was talking to a project a few weeks back. They're bringing in like writers into the space, adding like descriptions for an NFT on the NFT you buy, so it comes with a story and the traits. It's
That's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, there's comic book NFTs, right?
Yes.
Where like you get the digital, which has some images, has some pages, and also the physical, right? Where they'll ship it to your house. Punk's Comics, of course, friends of the show. Pixel Vault, they are a leader in that space. Yeah, Poems. Definitely have seen that too pop up. So all right, well, let's take a look. You want to do OK Bears first while you got it up, or you want to go to the Trippin' Apes here?
We can do OK Bears first.
Okay, so OK Bears, I mean, I have not bought one. I missed out. I'm probably not gonna get one, I'll be honest, because of the price. But I definitely think that this has some lasting value. And this is one of those where, like, let's say Rally, right? The fractional investing site, they have an OK Bear offering. I'll grab some shares in it, right? Because I want a piece of that. I think it's got value. I like the roadmap. I also love the traits. I love the artwork. I think it is similar to Bored Ape Yacht Club, but I think that's what makes it so cool. It also looks like a profile picture, right? Like you look at it and you're like, yes, that is a profile picture. So,
like about them is it does feel like hold on. It does feel like a Bored Ape, like just the feel of it. Like they really thought it through. I'm sorry about dogs.
Yeah, no, I mean if the dogs like it, that's bullish, right? So that is a good thing. Yeah, I mean, I think OK Bears, it definitely was thought out. I think they had a strong attack plan. I don't know if they reached out to influencers first, but you definitely saw some NFT influencers buy after it had minted. So I don't even think they minted it, but they were scooping them up right away because it gained traction, right? And that's what some of these projects need, right? Ultimately, what determines a floor price and the price moving forward is the demand, right, from the community. So I think OK Bears is going to be a leader in the space for a while. And we do have some more Solana projects coming. So I mean, I don't know. Alyssa, what do you think? Like, do you think we'll see people stick with OK Bears, or do you think this is going to be kind of like Ethereum where like you're moving from one thing to the next, right? We saw a lot of people move, from some of the newer projects into Azuki, then they got out of Azuki and into the next anime project, and they're just constantly looking for what's next. Do you think we see that in the Solana and the OK Bears side, or you think they're a little bit more stick with it diamond handsy here?
I think OK Bears is diamond handsy. Like this project, I think is diamond handsy. Like it feels like it. It's well thought out. And I think they deliver pretty well in the future.
Yeah, I think definitely. All right, let's take a look at Trippin' Ape Tribe. This is a very exciting project. And I don't know, do we want to share the news right now, Alyssa?
Yeah, why not? We are having Trippin' Apes on tomorrow, actually, for an interview.
Tomorrow, guys.
Tomorrow.
Like this is the #1 project out there right now, and they're coming on
right
the
there.
roadmap.
Look at it.
Like,
yeah,
let's
tomorrow.
go.
Tomorrow
Like
at 2 p.m.
we've had some big interviews, we've had some big collections, but we're literally catching them like #1 on top. We get to hear all about it, and I mean, Alyssa, there's a lot of mystery with this project. I was going through their site. I was going through, their roadmap. There's not a roadmap, right? It's
Yeah.
kind of more on the lore side with some hidden clues. It's very heavy on it's not a cult, it's a tribe. So we're gonna do our best to try to get some alpha and find out more about what's ahead. But let's yeah, so right there, I mean, I just really like it. I think they built a strong community, right? Their Discord's got hundreds of thousands, their Twitter has hundreds of thousands. So there was demand for this project, right? And we saw that this week, but there was also huge demand after, right? The secondary sales. Alyssa, have you done any looking through Trip and Ape Tribes to pick out some favorite traits for the interview tomorrow?
Not yet.
So I'll tell you one. If you want to pull up here, I know that I found under outfit White Rabbit. He's like on the shoulder, and yeah, right there. I think you passed it. Boom.
White robe.
Oh no, I can't read.
White
Rabbit.
Robe. White Rabbit. There it is. There it is.
Yep. I was gonna say it's 200 something. Look at him just chilling on the shoulder, saying "What's up?" There's an old song called "White Rabbit" by Jefferson Airplane, which was definitely in the era that you could maybe say people were definitely tripping. So I like that connection too. I also actually found towards like the floor here. I'll send it to you. This one I really like, just kind of the characteristics together. Yeah, I mean, tie-dye shirt. I love that hat. Bubble gum. We've seen bubble gum in a lot of collections. The fur there is kind of different too, right? Like, I don't know. What do you think of this ape here? Again, I don't own it, but I definitely like this ape.
I like how colorful it is and fun.
Yeah.
It's super fun.
Yeah.
I like the skin too. It looked like there was a galaxy like inside of him.
Yeah.
Like, look
there
at
you
that.
go.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is that? What is that? Galaxy
Trifobia.
Yeah,
oh my goodness. You literally, you nailed it. You nailed it. I like that hat. I gotta get me one of those hats. I'd wear that on the show. So if they're doing merch, yeah. But let's scroll through some of these. Oh yeah, you got some marijuana eyes there, like on the like that's kind of cool.
I really like the drip feet.
The drip.
Anything drippy. I love it.
Yeah.
Cool.
You got like the octopus or squid there. You got some different hats. What do you think? That eyeball in the mouth, I haven't decided. I feel like I don't know.
It's cool.
That one's okay, but Alyssa, I think I saw one earlier where he didn't have eyes and the eye was in the mouth, and I was like, oh, I don't know about this. Like, it looks like he like took his eye out and is like, but I don't know, but yeah, no, there's some sweet ones. So, but no, that one that I found, I was drawn to it because like you said, like the fur looked really sweet. I like the hat. I like the tie dye. But these colors again, like I feel like it's not quite like Doodles, right? Super bright, but it's definitely more like vibrant. Not your basic, colors. I don't know how to explain that. Oh, the hoodie's not bad there either.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, the drippy fur. Oh,
drippy fur in the hoodie too. See, that's sweet.
That's pretty good.
After we scroll through some of these, then you got to go to highest last sale because I definitely saw some King's Crown and some pretty sweet ones. So, which again, of course, not in my price range. But, look at that! Look at.
I love that background. The smiley face background. Oh wait, what's this skin? I love that.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Wow. Oh, these are creative.
Yeah. I love it.
I love the Mad Hatter.
Yeah, and I mean he's in a ton of the sales, so that must be a rare trait. The Viking hat's not bad. I like that crown. I think that's sweet. Oh, those eyes there on the left are kind of cool.
Wait, these ones?
Yeah, the like red and blue.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen those or paid attention, I guess. But
they are cool. Oh, I love this.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's sweet. And then the crown. Yeah, see, and the White Rabbit was on one of them.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't see that one
Is
either.
that like a 101, like
What is that for skin?
X-ray? Really?
Did that say 2%?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's not even that rare, but that's sweet.
Wow. Ooh. I like this one. Wow.
Oh, the like orbiting around the head. That's sweet. Like, yeah, I mean, like I just feel like I haven't seen a lot of these traits like in other collections. Like I feel like I see a lot of uniqueness, right?
Yeah, definitely.
The X-ray is sweet.
Yeah, let me get out of here. Boop. Definitely unique.
The gold tooth, born to be free, saying, yeah.
Gotta love the gold tooth. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Skelly. I'd
Yeah.
probably try to buy one of these ones.
Skelly is sweet. The tuxedo there at the top.
Yeah.
Mohawk with the Skelly. The
Good.
tie-dye shirt. That one on the top right. I like, oh yeah, and this, the tie-dye suit. Yeah. I don't know. Something about the tie-dye with like all these colors. I just feel like it's like natural.
Oh
like
yeah.
to have tie-dye clothes when you've got like all these different colors working around. But
Tree may as well just go big. And get like the most colorful ape that you can possibly find.
yeah.
The one that you linked was like pretty dang colorful. Look at that. Look
Yeah.
at that.
I like that. Ton of color. Like that pops. So someone's probably gonna buy it up, but that's the one that I think I would be looking at. So
Yeah.
but 100 soul right now. So we'll see. So but yeah, excited to have them on tomorrow. We got more, but we're running out of time. Alyssa, should we talk about goats?
Yeah, why not? Why not? Let me pull
All
it
right,
up.
so Great Goats is an upcoming Solana project. So I know what you're thinking, right? Because we keep talking about OK Bears tripping apes that already minted, right? So you already maybe missed out. We have Great Goats coming. This is a Solana project, and it is minting on June 5th on Magic Eden, which is a Solana platform. Not sure if it's going to be on OpenSea. My guess is eventually it will be. The mint time is TBA. They'll announce it in their Discord and on Twitter. The mint price is 2 SOL, and they are doing whitelist allocation. So an OG gets 2 per wallet, whitelist gets 1 per wallet, and the public, so there will be a public mint, 2 per wallet. So Alyssa, that 2 SOL price is right around where some of these have minted at, right? Like OK Bears, I think, was 3.5, and now it's 200. Great Goats, 2 SOL. I mean, if you're lucky enough to be able to get one of these are fire. I think they're going to be the next big Solana project. They remind me, again, of some other collections, but they've got unique characteristics. They look like a PFP. And I was starting to scroll through their website for like roadmap and stuff. Oh yeah, goat map they call
The goat
it.
map, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think? Have you seen any cool things on that side?
This is the first time I'm actually going through the goat map.
I
But
kind of like how it's split up, right?
yeah.
Narrative, and then a lifestyle. So I mean, we're guessing merch. Oh yeah,
Goat
token. We got the goat
token.
token under lifestyle. We got in real life meetup event, in real life partnerships. Value every 2 months airdropped random merch from our store catalog. Holy cow! Look at that.
I like free stuff.
Holders
Airdrops.
will be able to burn this to redeem the physical piece or trade it on our merch NFT marketplace.
That's cool.
You can also stake gold for yield. So that token, I mean, just sounds sweet. You can also use GOAT for whitelist opportunities and then future NFT airdrops with the eyes. I love that, right? Not giving us too much. And then what do we got? We got craft. Goats support builders and creators. Goats will be developing a royalty system for outstanding creators. Oh, so they're going to like partner with some people and do some royalties. So I like that. So
I like how it's simple. It's not like way too much promised right off the bat.
Yeah, and it's not like Metaverse game,
Yeah.
all the stuff that everyone else promises.
You know, I do like a lot of these NFT projects are moving towards being a new clothing brand.
Yeah.
And I really like it. The streetwear.
Yep. 254,000 in their Discord. Twitter 374,000. I mean, yeah, that's a lot of people. There's going to be a lot of demand. So I don't know if it's too late to try to get on the whitelist.
Look at that.
But I'll definitely be keeping an eye out. Yeah. See, there's your show right there. Like,
Right
just
there, yeah.
buy a couple NFTs from different collections, and like if you own the IP, like you can make a whole show, right? Like you don't have to own 5 Bored Apes. You own like 1 ape, 1 goat, 1 cat,
A bear.
1 bear. Boom.
Yeah.
You're set. You can make a show, you can make a whole brand, you can sell your own merch. Like that's where we're headed. Like I saw it on screen, and that was from like these celebrities, like, but other people can do it too. So I think it's exciting. So yeah. Born to be free saying let's do it. Yeah, I mean that's maybe I need to do that. Take my NFTs that I have and start creating some IP around them. But yeah. We should probably reach out to Goats, see if Goats want to come on. So all these Solana projects, I mean, it's exciting, guys. I'll tell you that. And I don't know Solana as well, but I am studying and learning because I'm bullish on it. Not financial advice, guys. But I have a ton of Ethereum projects, and I don't want to just be in ETH, right? I want these other ones. You know, you got your Axie, you got your Kerbata and Avalanche. You got Flow blockchain, right, with NBA Top Shot, NFL All Day, and others. We got more coming. We got more blockchains. We got more games. Like this is exciting.
Have you noticed that every one of these pictures, the cat, you can't see its face at all?
I did not notice that.
I wonder why. Hold on.
Huh.
Oh, there was one right here. Can't see it.
Oh.
Right here, you can't see it.
Maybe you're onto something.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right here.
As far as the Solana blockchain goes, so Born asking, so the fees with Solana are much cheaper than Ethereum, right? The gas fees. So like when you mint, when you sell, any interaction with the Solana NFT is cheaper than Ethereum right now. So that's one of the big differences.
I love this art.
Yeah. Yeah, and Lord Byron saying Tezos. Yeah, like I just don't know enough about that one or what NFTs are there, but I definitely want to get some of these. There's that cat turned again. Jeez, Alyssa.
Why? Oh, we got a face now.
Win face reveal. Oh, there is one.
That's
I was
right
gonna say
there.
otherwise I would tweet that and just say win face reveal.
Win face reveal.
Yeah.
I wonder if the creators and the team of this project all own like an ape, a cat, a bear. Either way, it's cool. I would love to. I would watch a show with these characters.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
All right. I think we're like almost out of time, but should we look at one more Solana project? I think this one's cheaper.
Sure. Which one?
Let's do Bunnies and Homies.
Bunnies and Homies.
Because I like that name, and also it is it is number 13 on sales volume. I don't know anything about this project. Do you know this one?
Nope.
All right, well, let's look at it. 6 Sol, guys. So this one's a lot cheaper. So I don't know what the utility is. I don't know what the roadmap is, but I don't know. Bunnies and Homies sounds kind of cool. I like those background colors. Like the solid color, but also how it kind of like fades around the bunny.
It's a gradient. It's nice.
Yeah.
Not just a solid color. Okay.
What do we got? 93,000 followers, but not a lot in common?
No, yeah.
Oh, so maybe...
Doc's team. Good vibes only. They got a token. Okay, where's their website?
I just don't know about this one, but
they've been in like the top. They've been on the top ranks for like a minute now. Welcome to Hoptropolis.
Bunnies and Homies Club. Oh yeah, we don't have many people in common either. Huh. Sold out. When was that? 22nd. So a couple days ago. Huh. Yeah. It'll be one to have to keep an eye on, and we'll have to do some more research here. But I mean, again, saw it pop up and number. So I mean, just looking at the list, like Trip and Ape number 1, OK Bears number 9, Bunnies and Homies number 13, Cardboard Citizens number 20, OG Itadians number 21, The Gods number 24, Sets on Creek 25, and then I mean, there's more Solana projects after that. Like that's a lot. I can't remember seeing this many Solana projects in the top 25 ever for 24-hour volume. So Born to Be Free saying, what is the best wallet that is safe? I mean, that's a great question. MetaMask is going to be your normal one for Ethereum, the one that's used by a lot. On the Solana side, you've got Phantom Wallet. You've got Magic Eden as the marketplace. And you also have OpenSea having some of these Solana projects to where you can use some of these other wallets. So that's a great question, and let's circle back to that and do some wallet education on an upcoming show. And which ones do you have? That's another good question. Maybe that could be a fun show, right? Take a look at Chris's OpenSea to see what I own, and what I have hidden. But yeah, so that could be fun. But I don't know. Great questions, great interaction with the chat today. Thank you to everyone watching live and for showing us the love. If you haven't already, smash that like button. Subscribe to Benzinga's YouTube channel. As I said, we've got VCon videos coming up soon with exclusive interviews. I mean, Deadfellas, Cool Cats, Sup Ducks, Gary V, G-Funk from Pixel Vault, Eric from Art Blocks. I mean, these huge projects, they're going to be sharing what's ahead. What's on the roadmap, what's the future utility, when will we get a show. So I'm super excited to share those with the community. So make sure you're following along. We will be back tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern time. And as Alyssa said, very excited. I guess Trippin' Ape Tribe, the #1 collection by sales volume right now, a Solana project. So that will be tomorrow's episode. Anything else, Alyssa, before we kick it for today?
Follow Benzinga on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, please. And thank you.
All of them. You got to do it all. You can't do one. That's lame. Follow us everywhere.
Subscribe to the YouTube.
Find our MySpace page and follow that too. Like
we have a Tumblr, we have a TikTok, we have LinkedIn, we have everything.
Follow us everywhere. Every app that you have. I mean, just search Benzinga, right?
Yes, and follow us. Hit a bell. Yeah.
So awesome. All right. Well, we will be back 2 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. Stay tuned. You got pre-market prep at the close coming up. Spencer and Joel breaking down all the top stories in stock and crypto and talking about the big movers. And that's always a fun show. So we will catch everyone tomorrow. Take care and tune in.